What's getting you?
Hi, I'm Larry from Way Out One. I've been reselling for over 30 years, and I've been reselling on eBay for over 20 years. Today's video is the top 10 items I sold in October, and let's get to it. The 10th highest item I sold in October was a golf club. It was actually the first golf club I ever sold. It was a King Cobra driver. I paid $2 for it at a garage sale, and I'd like to thank Julian, the bearded thrift machine, for showing me how to buy golf clubs. Below is a link to Julian's YouTube channel. I also sold for $75 this Cuban Cigar bowling shirt. It's called Nast. It was a limited edition. It's a Havana, Cuba shirt. I bought it at an estate sale. The original owner of this was a lawyer. He had some really nice stuff at his house. Tons and tons of great stuff. Unfortunately, they were priced pretty high, but the clothing was very reasonable. This was $5 and was on the last day, so it was half off. So I paid $2.50 for this shirt, and it sold for $75, which was the asking price. The 8th highest item I sold in October was this Dracula, or the Undead, a play and prologue in 5 acts. Hardcover, slipcase, signed by the editor, limited edition of $250, I believe. And I also bought this from the same estate sale that I bought the cigar shirt from. It was priced at $20 at the estate sale. Again, it was half off, so I got it for $10. I had it listed for $100, and it sold for $90. Or excuse me, sold for $80. The 7th highest item I sold in October was this Bud Light Halloween bar clock. I bought this in a private buy where I bought 20 boxes of items from someone, and this is one of the items that was in there. I believe I have $10 in this item, and I had it listed for $100, and I took an offer of $90. Part of the continuation of Halloween items that sold pretty good in October. What a shock, huh? Bud Dry, not Bud Light. Another item that I sold for $90 was an authentic pair of Ray-Ban sunglasses. I found these at my parents' house when I was going through clearing it out, and I sold those for $90, which was the price I had them listed at. The 5th highest item I sold in October was this power mixer stereo system. Had 10 channels. I had picked this up at a garage sale for $20 a little over a year ago, and I have sold this thing 4 times. 2 people didn't pay for it. One person paid for it and then wouldn't give me a street address to mail it to, and then somebody bought it. I guess it was the 5th time I sold it, and then someone bought it from Puerto Rico and wouldn't pay for FedEx to go to Puerto Rico because this was super heavy. But it finally sold, and they paid for it. I sold it for $100, and it went to someone to use in their church, the choir, on Sundays. 4th highest item I sold in October was a cassette. It was the Carpenters' The Offering, which was their first album. It had a cover art of Karen Carpenter wearing a nun outfit, and they changed the title of it and gave it a new cover and called it Ticket to Ride. But the first cover is very rare. The album sells for $150 and up, and there was no listings of cassettes having sold, of this cassette having never been sold. When I looked it up on Terapeak, I listed it at $150. It had been out there for about a month or so, and I took an offer of $125. Pretty good return on your money when you spend 20 cents and you get $125 back. Cassettes are on an upswing. I've sold a lot of cassettes in the last 2 months or 3 months. It's definitely something you should be looking at when you're out and about. Was a Rock and Roll Beer jukebox bar light. Rock and Roll Beer was a beer that they sold in St. Louis at a place called Blueberry Hill, which is a bar down in the Loop area. Joe Edwards owns that bar, and at one point in time he did a garage sale selling out stuff that he had a lot of extras of. And I went down there, and I think I was the big buyer of the day. I think I spent about $500 or $600, at his place buying that. And since then, I've actually become very friendly with Joe. He's a great guy. That was probably 10 years ago. But I found this bar light in my death pile when I was cleaning up from the flood, and I finally got it listed, and it sold within about a month of it getting listed. I had it priced at $175. I took an offer of $130, and I believe I paid $10 for it about 10 years ago. If you're ever in St. Louis, you should go to Blueberry Hill. It has a lot of collectibles in it, and it's a very cool place. The third highest item I sold in October was this Tales of the Crypt Bordello of Blood movie banner. This was the second highest item, not the third highest item that I sold in October. Very large. It was something to be hanging in a movie theater on the outside to let you know this movie was coming out. And again, running in the horror things, like the third horror item I sold in October for good money. I picked this up in the same place that I picked up that Halloween clock in that 20 box lot from a private buy. I probably have $5 into this, and again, it sold for $133. The number one item I sold in October was an autographed set of Garfield and Odie Danbury Mint limited edition, signed by Jim Davis, the creator of Garfield, plush. They were 18 inches tall, and they each came with another little plush, and it has them wearing little house shoes on them. Really, really nice set of plush. I had picked these up at a garage sale for $10 for the pair, and I had them listed for $350. There wasn't really good comps on a set out there, but a single Odie had sold for $100 or $120, and I just raised the price up, and I got an offer for $250, and I took it. Again, good return on your money when you're spending $10 and you make a couple hundred on it, or $250 on it. These 10 items sold for really good money. These are things you should be looking for when you're out and about, looking in the wild for things. Garage sales and estate sales, or flea markets, even thrift stores. You should keep your eyes out for these items. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you've got any comments, please leave them down below. I really appreciate the feedback. When I get to 250 subscribers, I'm going to give away some pizzas. I'm getting close to that, so please pay attention to my videos, and I'll give you more information in the future about when I'm going to do the pizza giveaway. Thanks a lot for checking out the videos.